Chapter 6. Hi, YouTube! Boy, that's a wonderful hi. All right. Now, our two shortcuts. Who thinks they know them? Benny. Okay. Very good. So that would be number 3. He gave us the second shortcut, which is if you have two numbers, all you do is divide them, one into the other. 12 divided by 32. And that gives us our percentage. I mean, we do have to move our decimal over twice, but that's what a percentage is anyway. So our answer is what? 37.5. Very good. 0.375 is what the calculator will give you, and then you say that that is 37.5 percentages. Yes, you can also write 0.5 if you really want to. Who thinks they know the other shortcut? Yes? Yes, like number 1. Very good. Right, and that is if you need to find what of what. A certain percentage of a number, right? Okay, so if you need to find a certain percentage of a number, which is exactly what number 1 is, then you just put it in your calculator, but you don't type 15, you type 0.15 times 28. And that is 4.2.
That's what I got.
All right, very good. Number 3, though, is one that you cannot use a shortcut. That is intuitive.
Number 2 and number 3.
So here we go. So we're going to use our box, because I like the box. I like to put people in a box.
Whoa.
No, we don't want to put people in a box. We want to let them tell us who they are, unique, like their unique qualities. All right, here we go. Part over what?
Whole.
Part over whole. Amount.
Over. Right next to percentage.
Over and percentage. All right, so who thinks they know how to do this one? Go ahead, sir.
You put 40% over 100.
Right, so 40 is the percentage, so that goes here.
And then you put 30%, or 30, not 30%, 30 in the part and amount box.
30 in the part.
Okay. And then you multiply 30 and
100. Wait. No, now we have a mystery number down here. Right? Very good, sir. So now we can use that, bless you, to write our proportion. Okay. Now we have to solve this. You can use the easy method if it reduces, right? Does it reduce? Yes, it does. So since it reduces, wait, I better just rewrite it. It's going to look bad. Okay. 30 over x is equal to what?
2.
Very good, 2 over 5.
Oh.
Now, we can use our method number 1. That's easier. What do you multiply to get from 2 to 30? 15, right? Okay, good. So times 15, and then we do 2 times 15 as well, and we get 75.
That's what I got.
So x is equal to 75. Now, you could test it. You could say, wait a second, is that right? And you could go, how could you test it?
You can replace 75 with x and then take out one of those numbers. And then
Right, but what would be something you could punch in your calculator to see if it makes sense?
30.
Very good. 30 divided by 75, it should be 40%. And it is. If somebody wants to check me, they can. Alrighty. Can I move? Now, in the other period, somebody asked me to do the long algebra way, so you can look at F period's video if you really want to see that. All right. Does anybody have a different question than that? Okay. Yes?
Can I do the next one?
In Minecraft basketball, see, Roberto's name came up, and he's like a Minecraft person, so I changed the basketball problem to a Minecraft basketball
Yes.
problem. It could work. It could work.
Yeah, you could like just drop it out.
It could be made of flubber. Yeah. All right. In Minecraft basketball last season, Roberto made 38% of his Minecraft basketball baskets. All right? Yeah, it's a mod, exactly. At this rate, how many Minecraft baskets will he make if he attempts 30? Okay? What do you think? No. Yes? Okay, how do we type that in? Yes, because we're finding 38% of 30. So 30 times 0.38. You're done. Now, Mr. Pass, what if I want to use the box and the proportions for everything? Yes, you can.
For every question on the test?
If you really wanted to, sure.
Yes.
Okay, so 30 times 0.38, I have the answer. It's 11.4, but it's asking you to round to the nearest whole number. So it's 11 Minecraft basketball baskets. Okay. A super fancy skateboard for Ashley. She's in my other class, and she really likes the skateboards. It's right there. Anyways, it costs $925, which is a lot, but it's a really good skateboard. It's got artwork from Picasso on it. I don't know. Alright. Oh, you guys didn't know that Picasso skateboarded?
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright. So the skateboard is $925 and 8.25 sales tax is added. So does anybody remember how to do this in one step? You can do it in two steps, but the easy way to do it in one step on the calculator. Chadwick, yeah.
So what you would do is 925 times 1
Because it's over 100%. Because we're adding the sales tax.
0.0825.
Yep. So if we were, because now if that looks confusing, let me just go back a little bit. So if we were finding 8%, we would write 0.08, right? Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But since it's an extra 0.25, it would have ended up looking like 0.0825. Okay? Why did we add the 1? Can you explain, Chadwick?
Okay, so the reason we add the 1 is in decimals, 100% is equal to 1.
That's right.
And we're adding a sales tax of 8.25% to our original price, which is $925, which is a whole amount from the beginning.
Right. Now, if that confuses you, it's no problem. You can do it in two steps. You find this percentage first, and then you add it to the original. 2 steps. It's fine, but it's easier, I think. Just multiply times the 1 point. All right. And that gives you $1,000 and $1.31. Yeah, Santa was rich that year, huh?
It's 76.3125. What? Oh, that's how much to add.
The 40 students in Mr. Pass's math class, 50% were girls. Now, you see where the trick is in this, right? They're not asking you for girls. They're asking you for the number of boys. So, we're not finding 55%. What are we finding? 45%. Now, you can do it in 2 steps. Find the 55% first and then subtract. Because they're talking about last year's class. It doesn't matter. Or they're talking about a certain day for the attendance. It could be present tense. Good. What's the answer? He's right. All right, how did you do it? Okay, so he did the two-step, which is fine. Times 55, that gives you 22 students, but that's the number of girls. Then you need to subtract that from 40. So I'd rather just do it times 40.45, and that's going to give you 18. One step. Okay? A Chadwick laptop computer is on sale for $300. No one wanted to buy the Chadwick laptop computers. It's a different kind of a laptop computer. It's one that
It's one that answers a question in
it's one that is very mature. It's a mature for its age laptop. Yeah, it's a smart laptop. All right.
No, it's better.
All right. It's a Magic laptop. Okay. A Chadwick laptop is on sale for that. This is 65% off its original price. All right. So this is really one of the hardest problems on the whole test. If they give you the sale price, then you know it's going to be one of the hardest questions on the test. They didn't give us the original price. They gave us the the sale price. So here we go. So I'm going to draw my box. That's a weird looking box. All right. Part and whole. Okay. Amount and percent. All right, here we go. So 100's always on the bottom right. Okay. The computer's on for sale for $300. Is 300 the part or the whole? It's the part. And we don't know the whole yet. Now, what percentage is 300 out of X? It's not 65%. It's 35%. So this is one of those problems where you cannot use 65 or you will not get, because if you use 65, you will get the wrong answer. Okay, 300 is not 65%. It's 65% off, which means 100% minus 65%, 35%. So there we go. So now we're going to use 300 over X is equal to 35 over 100. All right, now we can reduce this right fraction, but it doesn't really help us because then we still can't multiply to the left here and have it work out. The 7 doesn't go into 300. So we might as well just do our cross multiplication. This times this is equal to that times that. Okay, 300 times 100 is equal to what, Reese? Right, but that's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking you to show me what's it equal to. 35 times x. Very good. Cross multiplication. So we add our zeros here. And then we're here. All right, now we divide by 35 on both sides, as you all know. And we get $857. Right. Now, you might say to yourself, hey, that's such a strange answer. Is there any way, Mr. Pass, that I could check my answer? Why, yes. How can we check our answers?
Okay, so what we know is that $300 is 35% of our original price. So what we can do is we can use our trick that we used for number 2.
Very good.
And to do that, we would do 300 divided by 0.35. Is that not it?
No, we don't use a trick for number 2.
We don't use it.
No. 857.14 times 0.35. That should make 300. We're checking it.
You can use a trick for that. Okay.
Yeah, what comes out? 299.99, right? Okay. Do you need some? Do you want to do the problem? Okay, how do we do percent of change from 24 to 39? That's right. So we subtract first. That's always the first step. 39 minus 24, we get 15. Then what? Okay, is it 15 divided by 24 or 15 divided by 39?
24.
You're right, because it's always out of the original. Thank you. That's correct. Okay, and when we put that in our calculator, we get 0.625, which is 62.5%. 62.5%. Got it?
Decrease.
Hmm?
I thought the percent was 7%.
Wait, that's an
No. Yes?
Increase or decrease?
Oh, yeah, increase or decrease. What is it? From 24 to 39? Definitely an increase. I made it green. Miriam Sporting Goods buys snowboards for $125 each, but they want to make money, so they mark it up. You want to try this problem, Miriam? No? All right, yes. Anybody? 100. Go ahead, Andrew. You want to try it, Anthony? Okay.
125.
Mhm. Okay, we could do it 2 steps. I want to do it 1 step. Karina, go ahead.
I think it's the same one. It's 125 times 0.72.
No. I mean, yes, that's the 2-step method. You ready? Okay, 1-step method. Okay, 1 step.
Oh my God!
Times what? Anybody? 1.72. Because they marked it up. So it includes the original 100%.
Oh.
All right? And that amount is $215.
But Mr. Pascal,
However, it also asks you for the amount of the markup.
$90.
So that was 0.72, so 90.
$90.
90. So I guess I was wrong because I forgot. It's asking you for 2 answers. So this is the selling price. Yes?
Why is it 1.72?
It's 1.72 because you also have the original amount plus the 72%. So we're finding 172%, which is 1.72. So if you have a markup or a tax, just like we had on tax up here, remember? We said we added the tax, so it was 1.0825. It's more than a whole. A whole is 1. Okay? After a month, Anthony wants to sell the rest of his snowboards at a 35% discount. The original price was $65. What was the discount and? So we got 2 different answers again. Discount and sale price. All right, what do you think, Anthony? You're not sure? I think you can do it. 65. How do we do times 35%? 0.35. So this is the 2-step method, right? So that is, what is it? I don't remember. Something. How much is that? Anybody?
22.75.
$22.75. And then we would subtract that from 65 to get the sale price, and that's $42.25. Yay! So sale price is there, discount is there.
Oh, wait, no, I got it.
So you could have also multiplied it times 65 times 0.65 to get the sale price. All right, number 11, Chase's grandmother, she's a really nice lady. Deposited $1,200. The rate of interest is 3.5%. What is the simple interest? How about Joshua? You don't volunteer now. What do you think? $1,200 in the savings plan, 3.5 simple interest for 3 years.
You do 1,200
Mm-hmm.
times 3.5%, which is
And then times that by 3. So that would be, I think it's 42. And then we go times 3, and that makes 126. Yes?
How come there's a 1, but it's like 3.5 instead of 35%? Wouldn't it be 1.35?
No, because we're not, if they wanted, no, because they're asking for the amount of interest, not for the final amount in the bank account. But yes, if they were asking for the final amount in the bank account, you could do 1.035. Actually, you could do 3.035 for 3 years. Very exciting stuff. Math is so much fun. A used car for Allison sells for $5,500, which is 40% decrease. Uh-oh. This is the one where $55 is the sale price. It's not the original price. So we're going to need to use a proportion. We're not doing 40% of $5,500. Oh, no. Right. So is $5,500 the part or the whole? It's the part out of a mystery number. Okay? And then what percent is 5,500 out of the whole? It's not 40, it's 60 because we took 40 off. So again, this is very similar to the other problem we had, right? Except this one's going to reduce, and I think we can use method 1. Okay, what happens when we reduce? We get 3/5, right? I don't know, that's a big multiply. I just cross multiply. So 5,500 over x is equal to 3/5. Multiply. Don't. What do we have? We have, I don't know, can somebody do 5,500 times 5 for me?
Times 5?
It's 5.
Why would it be what? 60 instead of 40? Chadwick, you want to explain?
No, I can explain.
Yes. Why is it 60 instead of 40?
Since it's 40% and it's decreasing, what's it called? 60% would be the original.
It's because what percentage is 5,500 over x? Okay, out of x, out of our mystery number. Remember, it was 40% decrease. So that means that actually the percentage it is 60. Because if we take 40% off of something, it ends up at 60. So it's actually 60. If you use 40, you won't get the right answer. It's a little tricky. I do get that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Benny. All right, 27,000 what? 500 is equal to 3x. We divide by 3 and we get the answer, which is something.
9,166. 66. Wait, 67?
Well, I rounded up to the nearest penny. Could we check our answer, Chadwick? We could use our Chadwick computer. So 9,166.67 times, yeah, times 0.6, and that is going to give us 5,500.
You can round it.
We have 2 different Briannas, same class. Dinner costs $95, but they also have tax and tip. I'll give a prize to the person who can do this in one step.
What?
A prize. Kyle, you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
95 times 1 point,
Times 1 point what? You don't need a calculator.
so it'd be 95 times 1.295.
He got it. Let's give a hand to all the
What's
people
his
who
prize?
participated in the YouTube video. All right, now Kyle, can you explain to the YouTube community what you did there?
I and how that makes sense.
Yes.
I can explain.
Kyle's gonna do it. Go ahead, Kyle.
So I multiplied it by 1.295 because you're adding a percent to the original amount.
Right. So since you're adding to it, he has the 1 point.
It's already over.
Right. Now, why did you have the 295? How did you get that?
I added 7.5% and 22%.
Right. So 7.5 plus 22 is 29.5. 29.5. So if you added those two together, you get 29.5%. And the way you put that in the calculator is move the decimal over 0.295. But you also have the full one. So you could do it in a lot of shorter steps, so if you really wanted to. You could do 95 times 0.075. That gives you the tax. You get an amount. Then you do 95 times 0.22. That gives you another amount. Then you add all those to the original. But why do the long way when you can do the short way? Right? Okay, bye you two.